Hi everybody, my name's Alice and welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Capricorn. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So this is good for all placements of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. I know Capricorn is my ascendant, so I am right there with you on this. I definitely feel it. Before we get going, I just want to say a couple of things. I usually do my announcements at the end, but I want to just say a couple of quick things first. One, I now have something on my personal website called Messages from Your Loved Ones, where I use my mediumship to bring you messages from your deceased loved ones. So if that is a service you are interested in, definitely go ahead and check that out on my website, and that's ancientoakpsychicarts.com. Link is in the description below. Also, the reason I'm bringing that up is because that was just added because it's a service that people request a lot when I do my lives on Tuesdays and Fridays. So I wanted to go ahead and offer that as a service for a full hour. And I'm bringing that up because right now, it just happens to coincide. My birthday was September 8th. I'm a Virgo, as you guys know, my little Virgo. And I'm offering a special on my site. It's 15% off all 1 hour services. So that is also going to apply to this new one, Messages from Your Loved Ones, if that is something that you're interested in. That's why I'm announcing it first. I just want to make sure I let everybody know. I did not do it on the Virgo video, so sorry Virgos. I am going to put out a separate video, so I'll definitely be able to let everybody know. All right, so let's go ahead and get going. Let's see. I have to go get my dogs. Sorry, hold on. Sorry about that. They were fighting over a toy and I needed to stop it. Otherwise, it would go on the entire time I'm doing the reading. So, I love them tremendously. But, you know, they're little puppies. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I just want to make that announcement so that you're aware of that. I don't run a special very often, and this is something that I definitely want to make aware to people. All right, so I have cleansed, shuffled, and I've meditated. And I've asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards for Capricorn. So let's go ahead and see, what does the universe want to tell Capricorn today? We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Magician. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Moon for your opportunity, the Two of Swords. For your challenge, we've got the Nine of Swords. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a, whoops, hold on, let me move that. Let's go ahead and take a look around the room. All right, so when I'm looking at this, I see only two major arcana, two. In your present energy, we have the Magician. In your guidance and advice from Spirit, we have the Moon. Everything else is a minor arcana. So for me, that means we're looking at predominantly your everyday activities and routines, because that would be the minor arcana, whereas the major arcana, those big sweeping energies that are going to occur over months, if not years. It's just this long energy that's drawn out. The minor arcana is supporting that, and it's giving you these activities to support the major arcana. So I'm going to go ahead and start with your overall energy, and I'll pull clarifiers as we go. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands, the Magician, and the Six of Swords. So this is, to me, in your recent past, is talking about you self-actualizing, becoming who you are meant to be, doing something that is pushing you in the direction that you are meant to go in. This is allowing you to step into your magic. That's your energy. That's that beautiful energy you have within, that self-determination, that motivation to get you going. This is you self-actualizing it, whether it's in relationships, career, maybe it is in your health, taking charge of that, your finances, moving, travel, location, relocation, retirement, education. Maybe this is you choosing your education. Maybe you want vocational training or college or something else. Maybe you want to do some type of internship somewhere. It's you taking charge of your life. Maybe you're starting your own business. There's a lot of things that are coming in under this self-actualization. Maybe it's as simple as you deepening your connection to Source, and that is you self-actualizing on a spiritual level. That's your recent past. Your present energy is the Magician. This is you tapping into all of the tools in your tool belt. You are really self-actualizing. It started in your recent past. This is you taking these bold, courageous steps, taking moves to follow your enthusiasm, to follow your joy, to what it is you want to self-actualize. And now this magician energy is that conscious will to power. You are tapping into your energy, and that's that energy going straight to source. This is the ultimate manifester, and you're seeing he is tapped into that. What is it that you want to create right now? You're getting to know what your resources are, right? And you're utilizing them. What are the tools in your tool belt? For the magician, we're looking at, in tarot, we're looking at him being in charge of the wands, the cups, the pentacles, and the swords. All the tools are at his disposal in those suits. That's what's coming in for you in your present energy. And I have to say, you're tapped into your wisdom. You're tapped into your wisdom for what direction it is that you want to go in, Capricorn. Then we have in the near future, the Six of Swords. This is traditionally leaving trouble behind and going on to a calmer time. And the calmer time is bigger. And swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. So this is an intellectual movement, but this can also be not just a figurative move, but this could be a literal move. This is also the card of travel. So you might literally be leaving someplace to get away from trouble, to get away from frustration, stagnation. You could be leaving something that is just not working out for you in any arena. Maybe it's housing, maybe it's a relationship, whether it's friends, family, a partner, a divorce, the death of a loved one, literally leaving something behind and moving on to a calmer, more enlightened time. Because I think that when you see this drama and strife that might be there, it allows you to really appreciate the calmness and the peace that come as you move away from that. That is your near future. So let's go ahead and get clarifiers. It's a beautiful energy, Capricorn, I have to say, what's coming through. All right, here we go. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Temperance card. Sorry, I've got a plane going overhead. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. That's a first. Okay. Not with the plane, but it's shaking the window like that. Okay, so we've got this six. We have this Queen of Wands being clarified by this Six of Cups and this Seven of Pentacles. So while you're self-actualizing, you're tapped into your heart. You know what it is that you want to create. This is a time before bitterness or cynicism might have touched your heart, which is what happens as we become young adults and then into adulthood, right? We might have some things that have happened that have really hurt us. Because for me, that bitterness or cynicism comes from someone that maybe was idealistic at one time, and they got hurt one too many times, and that just frosted it. That just made it so they're kind of like, I'm done, and that bitterness and cynicism came over the heart as a protective mechanism, as a shield to stop them from getting hurt. This is telling me that if you've gone through that, you've opened your heart up again, or you're in that stage where maybe you haven't experienced it on that level. It's going back to that time where you are open. And I think that that's really helping with what it is that you're manifesting in, because you're open, your heart is strong, and you're not letting anything get in your way. And that is a beautiful trait, a beautiful blessing that's coming in for you. I think it also, I just want to say one more thing too about this card before I put it down. I also think that this is allowing you to surround yourself with people that are able to give you that love and support. It's a give and take also. You're surrounding yourself with that. You're not alone in that. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is the card of assessment. I think you're looking at everything with calm, cool, collected intellect as you are tapped into this Queen of Wands energy with that Six of Cups. You're still looking at an assessment, and I like that. It's a very practical approach. You're still looking around to see what is going on around you. Are you making the right move? Because you're locked in on what it is that you're focused on. You are mission oriented, and this is allowing you to say, okay, I'm making all these moves. Is it working out? Or do I need to go, instead of left, do I need to go right? What am I doing to get to my goal? I think you're taking that time to have an assessment in the 3D world to make it happen, not just in manifestation and in energy. Now you're looking at, how do I do it on a practical level? Really, what is the practical application of what it is that you're doing? Then we look at your present energy, and that is the Magician. And man, are you doing this active manifestation? The energy in this card and the focus. You are on point. Again, you are mission oriented on something right now, Capricorn. We've got the Hanged Man and the Temperance card. While you're mission oriented and you're focused, you're also looking at things from a different perspective. You're bringing balance and harmony into your life. This is huge. This to me is telling me that you are tapped in, that you are taking time for yourself, taking a step back, looking at things differently. I think you really want to make sure from this recent past, this card of assessment, and now taking that time out for a different perspective, you're really making sure that you are on the right path and that you've dotted your I's and you've crossed your T's kind of energy. You really want to make this happen. Something very important is coming in for you, and you're making sure that everything is lining up. Then we've got, again, this card, the Temperance card. You want to make sure that you're in this position of balance. And that is it. You're not one way or the other. You have that beautiful position of neutrality to start attracting a lot of things that are beautiful coming your way. And if there's a negative, you're alchemizing it into a positive. And again, this is leading you on that road to glory. That is your inner knowledge that's coming through with this. It's a beautiful energy. That is your present energy. Then we get into this Six of Swords in the near future. And that's being clarified by the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So this is really telling me that, again, you're leaving trouble behind. And I think that this is a reiteration of that. If you feel left out in the cold, if you feel like a fifth wheel somewhere, if you feel like you're being ostracized or you're not fitting in somewhere, you are leaving that behind, right? Or maybe somebody did something and it has hurt you in a way. For example, when if you were in a relationship with someone and they used all the finances and they were kind of left out in the cold. Maybe you lost, a mortgage or rent. I mean, this happens all the time. That's why you see a lot of divorces. Suddenly you're left out in the cold. You're ostracized. Maybe you can't get a loan. You can't do this. You can't do that. This is a big eye opener. And this is something where when you're up in that position of calm, you don't ever want to go there again. It's that kind of energy that's coming through. I feel that because, pentacles, we're looking at the material world, but another word for pentacles is coins. So that's why finances are so big here. It's something that has maybe affected that. Maybe it's a job loss. Maybe it's just something that did not resonate with you, a bad investment, anything like that. And this is you walking away from it. This could be a friend, a family member, a stranger. It could be an institution that did that. But at the end of the day, it is not a good feeling. This is the card of lack. So when you experience this, you want to focus on your strengths, which is what you were doing up until the point of the near future. So this is telling me that focus on your strengths, continue. There might have been a hiccup along the way. We also have the Four of Swords. This is going in to have that time, again, a type of taking that time out for yourself, just like that Hanged Man and the Temperance is in balance, but that Hanged Man takes a time out. I think you're taking time out again to recharge. This is you getting that type of respite that you need to rest, relax, recharge your batteries so that you can live to fight another day kind of energy. Because this tells me that you've taken a major hit in some arena, this card of lack. So again, this could be in relationships, finances, this could be in job and career, this could be in travel, housing, this could be in education, retirement. This can be in a lot of different areas because it's everything in the 3D. But you getting the ability to rest and recharge yourself, go within, maybe have these beautiful nature walks, do something that is meant just for you, I think is a blessing that's coming in. Maybe it's allowing you to gain that perspective that you need in this. Okay, that is your current energy, Capricorn. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. We have 3 cards, and then I'll get clarifiers. We've got the 4 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the Moon. So we're looking at all your emotions. Spirit is pointing to your emotions. Now, when I look up, we do have some cup energy. We've got that 6 of Cups, the Temperance card. There's 2 cups in it, doing that type of alchemy. You know, the Hanged Man, with the Moon, I just feel like you're going through these transitions right now. So Spirit is talking about your emotions. When you feel down, depressed, bored, apathetic, you know, this feeling of frustration, it's about calling it out for what it is, recognizing it, maybe going through that emotional release that you need to, and then making the shift happen. Because you have this beautiful 6 of Cups above it. But when you get frustrated, right, because we're human, it's about making that shift, because when you are in this energetic level, you're missing the gifts and blessings from the universe. So if something is maybe not working out for you, because we do see that with this card, there's like a hiccup, there's a bump in the road. It's about you taking a look at that, looking at it maybe as a lesson learned, and how not to let that happen again, or just how to go through the motions of just letting it go, right? It's a lesson that's coming in for you. Then we've got this 7 of Cups. This is telling me that you do have a lot of options out there to choose from the heart, but nothing has settled yet. So while you have a lot of focus in your overall energy, Spirit is saying there's a lot of choices out there. Choose from the heart, because the universe will always present you with good and bad choices. It's up to you to use your discernment. Then we have the Moon. This is eclipse season. Just want to say, in fact, this is a great opportunity for me to say that. So this whole month of September has been eclipse season. On the 7th, we had the Pisces lunar eclipse. Now on September 21st, we have Virgo partial solar eclipse. And again, that's on the 21st. I'm in the United States. So this is 29 degrees Virgo. It marks a potent time for reviewing daily routines, health, and service to others, signaling an opportunity to establish clarity, refine plans, and foster breakthroughs in practical areas of life. How Virgo is that? Definitely. Well, it is your fellow earth sign. So this is something that's definitely coming in for everyone, and it's about tapping into that. Spirit is reminding you that this is eclipse season, to tap into that energy, to feel into it, and watch these things that you can make happen for yourself. I don't feel any fear here. I don't feel any negativity. You might have some illusions that are coming in, and that is because of something that you're about to go through in your near future. And like I said, it could be an obstacle that came in, you know, with you leaving trouble behind, you know, and you know, feeling this feeling of lack, you know, that could send you into this emotional state. And that's something Spirit is drawing your attention to, so that you don't stay there. But this is you maybe having some illusions that come in about a situation that's happening in your life. And it's always for everybody striving for clarity on that. And maybe that means sometimes you have to step back and go into that meditative state and try and gain a different perspective to see what happened. And I have to say this too, because sometimes we never get the answers to something that has happened. We just make our best educated guess on it, or, you know, using inference. Sometimes we never know the exact answer. That's just how this life works. But we do our best. And so that's something that's coming in. All right, so let's go ahead and get clarifiers. We have the King of Wands. We have the Star card. We have the King of Cups. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the 3 of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. All this wand energy. Again, I just want to show that to you. So beautiful cards are coming in for you, Capricorn. We have this 4 of Cups. And it's being clarified by the King of Wands. And the Star card, the Queen of Wands, is right above it on the table. And again, I will have the other camera hooked up. I just have to figure out what I'm doing. But this is you self-actualizing again. And remember, the King has the outward focus into the world. This is telling me that this is you self-actualizing again, having your focus back. So even if there's a hiccup, it's getting back on point, mission oriented. This King has his eye on the prize. He always wins the war, even if he loses some battles. He keeps going. He's got that will, that determination to succeed, to triumph over everything. This wand is representing his will, his energy, and his focus. So that is something that's coming in. So don't let that hold you back. Tap into this inner drive and really take charge of that. And that's going to bring you hope, faith, healing, and renewal. That is going to bring in every aspect of what it is, that you're striving for. This is going to allow you to tap into this universal consciousness that you have. And I think it allows you to just tap into this big energy that's around you to know that you're on your life path. And that brings a lot of healing in. When you know you're doing the right thing, and I think a lot of it could be the service to others, because that's part of this eclipse energy. You know that you are helping heal other people. You are in that type of profession. It's a very interesting energy, and that can be whether you are a doctor, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a Reiki person, or whatever it is that you do, a teacher, whatever it is that is helping and you're in service to other people. At the end of the day, this is you following your North Star, your version of it. And this is allowing you to really stay focused again, because that star as your guiding light is allowing you to tap into that energetic source. And for me, it's allowing you to get that bird's eye view. I think that you're able to see the big picture, whereas here you're left out in the cold and you don't see the big picture. You're stuck in the snow and you feel a little handicapped. That could be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually in this moment when this happens with that card of lack. This is you tapping into everything that's beautiful and that's made for you. It's a great energy to pull away from that Four of Cups. Then we've got the Seven of Cups. Again, a lot of opportunities there to choose from your heart, but the universe will present you with good and bad. And it's being clarified by the King of Cups and the Six of Wands. Choosing from your heart, using your intuition. He's the most intuitive of all the kings. This is you looking outward at what the choice is that's right for you. This is not you looking inward. Yes, you're tapped into your intuition, but you're looking at your relationship to the world and to the choice. And I think what you're doing is you're looking at your choice and how it's going to affect the 3D world that you live in, how it will affect your life. And that's how you're looking at this particular choice that's coming in. And that brings you victory and success. And this is victory and success after a struggle. And I think with that Five of Pentacles, even though this is Wands, that's part of this struggle, part of something that's coming in for you. But isn't that sweet? Victory and success after a struggle. You had to work for it. And here it is. All right, then we have the Moon really tapping into this energy in the eclipse season. And it's being clarified by the Ace of Wands, a literal gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning, like all aces are, and the Three of Wands. So when we're looking at this moon energy, really trying to get some clarity, trying to push through any type of illusions or any type of uncertainty, and I think tapping into the energy of eclipse season, which is incredibly beneficial, I think that gives you this new beginning. This is out with the old, in with the new. And that's really what's happening during this eclipse season. It is out with the old. Old cycles have ended with that Pisces lunar eclipse. And I just feel like that's part of what this is. It's out with the old, in with the new, and a passionate new beginning. So again, that spark of hope, of inspiration, of wanting to strive towards something. It's right here. And this is you manifesting something in. This is the card of manifestation in the tarot. You are putting it out to the universe and you're calling your ships in, literally. And it's listening. The universe is responding because Your energy up there with that Queen of Wands and the Magician, you are working to manifest it in. You are on point with your energy and your focus. Wow. That is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now let's go ahead and look at your opportunity and your challenge. So your opportunity is the Two of Swords. This is the Know Thyself card. He's on his life path, and this magic mirror presents itself. He can't go under it or around it. He can't go over it. He has to confront himself before he goes further in life. This is an opportunity for you to get to know yourself. Who are you right here, right now, at this exact moment in time? What makes you happy? What do you want to do with your life? Are you on point? You know, and if you are, fantastic. This is just doing a check-in to make sure that these things still resonate, because maybe what made you happy last month is not really making you happy right now. Maybe some things have changed. So it's always doing that beautiful check-in to self to make sure you're on point, because guess what? Self-knowledge is some of the hardest knowledge to gain. It is hard to see ourselves. This is you doing that work. If you're older, it gets a little easier, but when you're younger, it is hard. So you're asking yourself, am I happy? Who am I right here, right now? How are my finances? How's my health? How's my relationship to friends and family? You know, do you like your tribe? You know, how are things working out? Ask the questions that are important to you, right? Get specifics for your life and start asking the questions. You don't have to share them with anybody. This is for your own personal growth and development, and that will allow you to see things clearly, and maybe there's changes that you need to make, and maybe the things that are going well, you can expand on a little bit. It's getting just that knowledge, and that helps you make smart, educated decisions. Swords, thoughts, words, and ideas. That is your opportunity. Your challenge is the Nine of Swords. So your challenge is to get away from fear. This is that never-ending nightmare. So your challenge is, when these fears come up, to deal with it. And that could be diffusing it. That could be not letting it get to you. That could be realizing that it's maybe an irrational fear. That you're over-processing your thoughts, and in the mind, a lot of anxiety, guilt, shame, worry is coming up that doesn't need to be there, but for some reason it's coming up. That's in your challenge position. So is your challenge impossible? No. Your challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it, and when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. So let's take a look at the clarifiers to see what else is going on. We have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Fool card, and we have the Two of Swords, which is also, that's your opportunity. So the Two of Swords is here twice in both the opportunity and the challenge. Isn't that interesting? So they're connected. So this Two of Swords and your opportunity, the Know Thyself card, it's being clarified by the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So Pentacles, we're looking at the material world, the 3D. This is your relationship to connection, so different relationships. We're looking at, again, career, work, retirement, finances, health, location, relocation, travel, education. You know, those are just examples, but you're looking at this. So to get to know yourself, it's having that self-discipline, paying attention to the details, putting the work into it, to getting to know yourself. You know, maybe you don't want to do the work, or you don't have time right now, but putting that work in is really going to benefit you in the long run. This is a stubborn, stuck energy. This tells me that maybe you don't want to do that work. Maybe this is you saying, you know what, I'm going to hold on to who I am right now. I'm not interested in changing. I like who I am, and that's okay. But maybe there's something that you need to be a little flexible on. Because again, this is a stubborn, stuck energy, and it creates a blockage in the heart, which, by the way, is part of this guidance and advice from Spirit. They're both fours too. This is a blockage that could be coming in. Traditionally, in the traditional card, he's got his arms folded and he is blocking the heart chakra. For me, that pentacle is also blocking the heart chakra. So it could be something that maybe some hurt is coming up somewhere. Maybe it's a memory or something that's showing itself. So it's about you paying attention to that. And when you get tense up like that and you feel like, I'm not going to change, and that stubborn, stuck energy comes up, and then go, okay, wait a minute. Let me relax a little bit. Why am I responding that way? What am I tapped into? Know thyself and you'll know why. That's your opportunity. Oops, just fell on the ground. So I'll get that in a minute. Then your challenge is the Nine of Swords, right? Again, this is a fear-based card. It's known as that never-ending nightmare where the fears start to stack up on top of each other. It's being clarified by the Two of Swords. Same card, different deck. And the Fool. So again, Nine of Swords is being clarified by the Two of Swords and the Fool card. Know thyself, tap into it, close your eyes and feel into who you are, into your soul. Feel into that, go deep. You might not want to go deep. Maybe that's that stubborn, stuck energy, but I'm getting that you need to go deep. Feel into who you are, not what everybody else around you thinks you are. Feel into who you are. Tap into what it is that you want to do. Close your eyes and go within. Trust your intuition. Trust your inner knowing. This is going to be a new chapter for you. That's what you have. For you to overcome these fears, it's for you to go within and get to know thyself, and it's a new chapter. I think that there's something maybe that is a sticking point that's happening right now, because remember, you're leaving trouble behind. New chapter. That tells me that maybe there's something that's just sticking, something that maybe you're stuck, you're locked into, whatever that energy is, and you just need to break free and start this new chapter in your life from the purity of your heart. That's why you need to go within and really tap into who am I right here, right now, getting to know thyself. And that will allow you to say, that's who I am, and this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to go for it. This is the direction I'm going to go in. I'm going for it. Because this is taking a leap of faith with really without a care in the world. But as adults, we have to have some care. We can't just go for it and step off a cliff. You need to have a little bit of practicality, right? And we're earth signs. I'm Virgo, as you know, but I've got the Capricorn too. You want to have that calculated, educated risk. And that's what's coming in here for you. Okay, that is your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it yet. It is available. All right, Capricorn, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. I know, I see that I get over 300,000 views. And I know not everybody subscribes. If you could just hit the subscribe button, that would be great. What else to tell you? I have a new segment on my channel now. It's called Daily Tarot. If that's something you're interested in, definitely check it out. It's short and sweet. It's anywhere from 4 to 10-minute videos, just daily, showing you what the energy of the cards are saying. So definitely check that out. And I also have a membership now on my channel, and that is going to be on YouTube. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go ahead and sign up. What do you get? You get a monthly video. You get weekly videos that you get to vote on. And then I go ahead and do whatever topic wins. I'll do the video on it. And you get the opportunity to win a complimentary question every time I go live on Tuesday and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I answer your questions. Hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. And what's great, let me show you the bowl. So we have, I do it by donation. So when we do the member shout out, I put your name in a bowl like this, okay? And I do this, we mix it up, and then, ta-da, I pull your name out. And you get a complimentary question. Even if you've already paid for a question as a member, then it doesn't matter. You go ahead and you get a second question. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely show up for the lives. But we do it when we do a member shout out. So that could be halfway through the show, at the end of the show, whenever it's going to be. That's when you need to chime in on the chat. It's a lot of fun, and it's been working out really well. That's another thing that you get with the membership. And again, I go live twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I answer your questions. It is by donation through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and Super Chat. Some people submit their questions in advance because we're in different time zones, different schedules. So that is no big deal. Definitely all that information is in the link in the description below. You can also go to my backup channel and sign up, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts Daily. And I am going to run a contest in about a week or so. And all the people that sign up, I'm going to run a lottery, and I will choose someone to win a free 1-hour session with me. Yay. So just for signing up, right? So I'm going to be doing that because I want that as my backup channel. I've got over 50,000 people on this channel. I want to also get them on that channel too. I don't even post over there, but I just want to have it just in case something happens. So definitely look for that. You can also visit my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. There you can sign up for the free newsletter, book a personal reading, a missing person consultation, a message from your loved one, which is now there, where I use my mediumship to get messages from beyond. I've got that special right now. It's 15% off all 1-hour sessions. They are listed in the newsletter and on the website. My web designer is uploading that as we speak, so it should already be up there. If it's not, reach out to me and I'll put you on the schedule. You can also go to the Learning Center. That's where my 5-week manifestation masterclass is, the online tarot masterclass. I do private lessons in tarot, manifestation, and raising your vibration. That is also part of the 15% off if that's something you want help with. I have to say, so I'm a master manifester, just so you know. I had my first business at 13 and a half, and I just turned 59 on September 8th. And I want to tell you, I get a lot of clients that tell me that they're manifestors and their lives are shit because they're not doing it right. And there's no other way to say it, because I will tell them, I will ask them, well, what are you doing? And then they tell me, and there's no way that they're going to get it. So if it's a skill that you really want to learn, really consider signing up for the class, and you will definitely be learning the tools to do manifestation and to bring it in. Just want to say that FYI. You can also go to my website and check out Allison's Picks. Those are my affiliate links. They're awesome products. I use them all. I highly recommend them. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.